The legend says it was constant fear that eroded the community's spirit, but there was another, more practical problem. The town was becoming economically unviable. The breaking point wasn't a single event, but a slow, agonising realisation. Whether it was fear of a monster or the fear of economic ruin, they couldn't stay. The decision to leave was an act of survival. The abandonment of Portlock, which culminated around 1950, wasn't so much an organised evacuation as a gradual flight. Families packed what they could and left behind their homes and the lives they had built. The stories describe a town emptying out, with some families so terrified they wouldn't spend another night in that place. The post office, the heart of any small American town, officially closed its doors for good in 1951, the final admission that Portlock was dead. The people scattered, most moving to the nearby villages of Nanwalek and Port Graham, carrying their traumatic stories with them. They left behind a ghost town, a collection of empty buildings left to the mercy of the harsh Alaskan weather. They left it all to the forest and the legends it held. For 70 years, Portlock has remained a ghost town, slowly being reclaimed by nature. It has become a place of legend, a dark tourism spot for the brave, and the subject of intense debate, what really drove an entire town to flee. While the legend of the Nantinak is the most dramatic explanation, it's not the only one. The most practical theory is economic. Around that time, the Alaska Route 1 highway was built, creating new economic hubs on the other side of the Kenai Peninsula. Portlock, accessible only by sea, became hopelessly isolated. Many argue that residents simply left for better jobs and easier lives, and the monster story was a colourful legend that grew over time to explain the abandonment. This sceptical view is bolstered by the lack of official records. Researchers who have combed through archives have found almost nothing to back up the claims of dozens of murders or mutilated bodies. Some accounts from former residents even contradict the monster narrative. One descendant claimed her own cousin invented the story of the Nantinak because she got tired of outsiders asking why the town was abandoned. Could the story of a killer Bigfoot have been fabricated or exaggerated? Or, as some have theorised, could Portlock have been home to a human serial killer, with the Nantinak being a convenient scapegoat for crimes too horrific for the community to face?